If I could have one more wish before I die, it's for you to be mine. You're so beautiful. Dum, 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 dum.
Staring at the blank page before you.
Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition.
She bruises easily, so I'll be gentle when I handle her. There's a mark I leave like a love carved on a tree. She bruises easily, can scratch the surface without moving her. Underneath, she bruises easily. She bruises easily. So I'll have to be gentle, not to mess with her. I will have to take care when I'm with her. Thank you for this one, Natasha. I often cross the line without knowing why. What I ignore and don't pay enough attention to actually has the other person screwed. It's my view of you that is skewed, and I don't know what to do to get to see things clearly. The full picture is something I miss, and it has me making mistakes that lead to constant heartache. Can I watch another heartbreak, or can I save her from the nightmare before it happens? To be in love with me is to accept your delusions as something that keeps us together. What I mean is that my heart is attached to others too. Monogamy is not really my story. I got at least 40 something women who are turning 40 something in their bed wishing I could be their birthday present. It's a curse and a blessing. Unwrap me and see heaven. The love that I'm spreading through music has ladies losing their sense, and they willing to risk it all for a night in a bedroom store. I often have to run away from their feelings. In fact, I often have to run away from mine, cause when I find a candy lane that's so fine, I just wanna dine in a divine. I mean, I think I love my wife, I definitely do, but I also see what Chris Rock had to go through. My, oh my. Things are different this other side. See, dating a celebrity is close to suicide, but it's also the greatest rush of your life. When every woman suddenly wants to be your type, you gotta be careful, right? I dress badly just to look ugly so I can reduce the temperature in the room, the tension. I assume if I look like I crawled out of a zoo, maybe the boss's lady would not be trying to trap me in the office after hours. Sometimes I have to take a cold shower just to get the edge off. Other times I'm just weak, I'm feeling for skin, and I don't care if she's taken. I want her body as my safe haven. I have been dishonest since the Shanty collaboration. Honestly, I hate it, having to face my demons. I would rather sit this one out and let the psychics figure it out. What's on my mind has often brought joy and trouble for mankind. Natasha, I have had the feelings for you since college. I viewed you as a unicorn, a unique song maker who puts everything on the line. Heart on her sleeve, she bleeds so beautifully, just to show the world that she can be so vulnerable. I fell in love with your soul, but maybe I was also trying to get easier women. In the meantime, I wasn't trying at all. I was just absorbed by all the attention I was not getting. Back then, I didn't know that the women were even offended. Had I known you felt this way, certainly I would have been on the first flight to your heart. I hope maybe we can start again. Soon as I start charting them songs, I'll be able to afford a ring for you, my boo, my baby, my lovely lady. Please be mine, 'cause you are so divine. It will be my pleasure to make you mine. She bruises easily, so I'll be gentle when I handle her. There's a mugger leaf like a love carved on a tree. She bruises easily, can scratch the surface without hurting her. Underneath she bruises easily, so I'll be gentle with her.
As the
Oh,
story
yeah.
comes to a climax, a
Beautiful
dreadful
music.
realization dawns.
Amazing.
One person has
Natasha
been pulling strings
Bedingfield.
all along.
Fabulous.
not out of
Diamonds in my
pure
damn
strategy,
tank.
but out of
Yeah.
pure
Get down.
self-interest. While others
Mobland episode 9 had me flying out of my seat, jumping with anxiety, heart under my feet, feeling like I be part of this story. This one had a taste of glory, glory, like the days of Manchester United. Glory, glory, I'm excited. Glory, days of Manchester United. With no vehicular villains to run into my victory parade. Sorry, Liverpool, eh? What up in a Monday was really sad. That guy is a mini pants. I felt glorious. I so happy to watch the Hurricanes square off against the Stevensons. Not in a football match, but in a mob match. Is it knives or is it guns? What we gonna use in this fight, eh? Maybe both. Maybe bombs as well. It all began when one of the youngest Harrigan boys named Eddie admitted to maybe gruesomely murdering his friend, one of the Stevensons, heir to the drug dealing throne. When that happened, war began between two vicious kings and two vicious queens. Conrad's precious son was cut up by Richard as a form of revenge, gruesomely. Now the anger in his heart has led him to depart from his earlier convictions. I want blood! But first he would love to take over Richard's fentanyl kingdom. He cuts a deal with the man who cut his son up. I mean, heads up, Harrigans might be a bad idea, mate. But he's a mobster, so no fear, he's geared for the outcome. He steals people's souls like Shang Tzu, so he's no fool. He gambles on a deal to steal the fentanyl empire, and this deal actually works out like for real. It goes well. Only problem now is his business partner believes there's a rat in the Hurricanes that constantly squeals. Rats talk. He will not make a deal until the Hurricanes deal with the snitch and their cereal bowl. I mean, rats can be such pesky things. They invite the rat to a dinner before they begin to unravel the truth. A fight ensues between Conrad and his wife. He believes her to be the rat that granted his son's location out to his enemy. This brings hell on earth suddenly until the cops arrive, arresting Harrigans on suspicion of murder. Hold on, mate, stop fighting! We're about to arrest you! Meanwhile, the snitch involved in that sting operation walks away scot-free. Like, what the hell? I know she thinks she's doing well, but something stinks. I don't think this means the end for the Hurricanes. Whoa, that episode really had me like, you know, it really had me. It was really weird, amazing. Like, that ending was crazy. Sorry for the spoilers. Gotta watch it though. Gotta watch it. Find out what happens. The Last of Us has been a blast. A complete rush of blood to my head, adrenaline pumping action mixed with angry thoughts like, why does Ellie keep doing the wrong thing? Have me wishing this show would never end. In the season finale of season 2, Ellie is seen contemplating how she can get revenge for the death of her best friend. She's on a trail with the Fireflies, the group that she describes as the scumbags who stole Joel's life. Going after them alone is, it's suicide. It's a suicide. But no one can escape the hate in Ellie's eyes. She has already decided to go after them, and honestly, she's excited. Her dreams come true when she meets just two of the ones responsible. A gun standoff turns deadly as Ellie accidentally kills both of them with just one bullet. I mean, this girl might be foolish, but she's a hell of a shot. Gripped with guilt of her actions, Ellie walks away crying. How could I do it? That girl was pregnant. Joe's brother comes to her aid, helping her out. Finally, what she prayed for has come to pass. Justice against Joe's killers. But that's not the end of the story. The ringleader, they steal Abby, who might be the toughest one to get. Abby comes back for Ellie and she has a look. She is very upset. She pins both Joe's brother and the other guy down. Gun pointed at Ellie's head. We hear a gun go off. But the room goes dark and the audience is left in the dark. I don't know what happened until a new scene gives off an angry reaction. Abby is singing a different scene, waking up to her friends telling her it's time for her to begin a new chapter. We don't know what to make of this, honestly. Did Abby win, or is this a flashback before her death? Unfortunately, we don't know yet. All will be revealed in season 3. For now, we can only wait and see. It was really fantastic. Incredible ending. Rick and Morty, season 8, episode 1. This one had me laughing, son, from the very beginning. So it's like Ricky and his grandson are always fighting each other. This time it's very weird. See, Morty and his sister borrowed Ricky's charger, and as a form of punishment, he locks them in a virtual reality game where they have to suffer going through life as adults. Morty ends up in prison, then recruited as a military agent who keeps on dying and dying again, but keeps coming back until he wins the war. Meanwhile, his sister becomes Presidente, and together with the help of Morty, she develops a system that can charge every phone without a phone charger. After this traumatic but victorious situation, Richie pulls them out of his form of vengeance, out of the virtual reality game, and now these kids feel they're still adults. They still have the PTSD from the feelings that they had before this. So they start acting out in real life. Morty decides to use the training that he had to build a cannon. Then he drives it into a place where the military hide nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, his sister goes wild, befriending her mother, and now because she's lived life as an adult, they become besties. It's crazy. You gotta see it. Ricky and Morty, season 8, episode 1 had me feeling like great. I can't wait for the rest of this, son. Meanwhile, Bet comes to its conclusion in episode 9. See, Bet is about this lady who is hell-bent on getting revenge for the death of her parents. Her parents were part of a school where there were no rules, and betting and gambling was the tool that children would use to gain an advantage. Our main protagonist soon wins over the people in the betting world, becoming one of the best bettors in town. She's invited to a dinner where she gets to meet the organizers and the families that put together the school. There, she decides to get revenge against the person that stole the life of her family. Will she succeed, or will be there somebody who suffered? You gotta say, it's an epic conclusion. See, Bet really has a lot of satirical elements to it. It talks about the gambling world and it questions the rich. Do rich people become rich just by being good, or do they cheat their way to the top? No, this story is very tough.
In this world, you rule or you obey. At St. Dom's, I make the rules.
We're just getting started.
I'm a killer, and I'm perfect.